Howdy, everybody. Today I'm going to be reading, not in one sitting, but have decided that we are going to read all of Steel Ball Run as a family. It's something I've kind of wanted to do for a bit. It's going to be wacky. I'm going to try my best to do, supplementary voice acting. That works. I'm not a voice actor, so I probably won't be good. Of course, I'm doing this during the summer, and I'm going to try to have 5 chapters every video, but that might be a little difficult, given that it, is summer, and I have a lot of things to do. There's people home. So yeah, I'm just going to try my best to get these videos out there for y'all, and yeah, let's just hop into it. To summarize a historical background, the telephone that was invented by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876 became a staple in 50,000 American households alone within 4 years. The steam locomotive that crossed the North American continent reached a top speed of 120 kilometers an hour and an average speed of 88 kilometers an hour. And the public spectator sports frenzies, the Pro Baseball National League, was born in 1876, and the first champion team was the Chicago White Sox. The racehorse Domino was the champion of the Kentucky Derby in 1891 and reigned undefeated as the Black Whirlwind. And in the first International Olympics that opened in Athens, Greece in 1896, each sport had prize money despite strict amateur regulations. Chapter 1, the press conference. What's all that racket? It's a troublemaker. Sandman. You can't protect him anymore, Chief. The white man spoke that were hidden in his tent. This is treachery against our tribe and our ancestors. Sandman must receive punishment. He will be scalped. Is there no objections? What the? He's picking up speed. He's outrunning our horse. This running style. I've seen it before. Where did he learn it? That's not an Indian running style. That's the white man's running style. The style used by the white man to compete for trophies and for prize monies. It's being used for short distances. What is everybody doing? Bite more into your horses. He's escaping to the Rocky Hills. Don't let him get close to them cliffs. Sandman, you always separated from the tribe as a child like you were making fun of us. It's your own tribe being chased off of its ancestors' land by the white man. Are you looking down on us like that? Punishment! Punishment! Give him punishment! One who goes against the laws must be punished. You are unforgiven, Sandman. What? Under the horse? What the? He dove under my horse. Whoa! Are you insane, Sandman? Just what are you thinking? You purposely got kicked by my horse onto the rocks and you're still climbing. Leo, shoot him with your arrows. Where are you, Sandman? Did he really come from the same tribe as me? How did he? So, you're here after all, huh? Why you? Stop it! Please, stop. Sorry. I'm really sorry, sis. Please. We're going back together, Sandman. I'll apologize with you. Promise to the elder and the chief that everyone that you won't read the white man's books anymore. Apologize and tell them you didn't mean to insult the tribe. You're wrong. And that's where our opinions differ, big sis. The white man is the enemy, but protecting yourself by understanding the enemy's culture is another way. Our tribe's way of thinking won't work in these times. Everybody's thinking we're being hounded from our ancestors' land. But the white man's basic concept is money. There's no such thing as the ancestors' land anymore. This place belongs to the person that holds the money. You've always liked that since you were a child. Once you've decided you're never going to cooperate with anyone else. That's why everyone understands what you're thinking. Big sis, let me show you something. It's over there. Oh, what are these things? Is this something you're trying to tell me? I ran across these things 2 weeks ago. Did someone carve them out, or did they scrape them? They're perfect spears. How did they do it? These are all perfectly smooth. Each of these pits is a perfect spear, and they would have to scrap an incredible speed to make so many of them. So what? I also found some of the white man's books. This was done by a white man. You never said the white man was so close to us. Take it easy. This guy was alone, and he's not an enemy. He didn't come here looking for gold mines or steal anything. How would you know that? He was training here, in this wasteland. Training? We also seclude ourselves to the mountains to hone our hunting skills, don't we? I could tell by the tracks. He's been running through this place again and again. Look at these tracks here. They're incredible. He's been jumping here. Amazing. You reach at least 8 meters in one leap. 3 horses worth. I just discovered that he was running with something in his hand. Stone or iron or something heavy. Is that it? Is that what scripted the holes in the walls? Just what are you trying to tell me? Big sis, I wanted to say goodbye. I won't be coming back to the village. I'm going on a trip. This is a newspaper. Can you read it? It says Steel Ball Race opening. Prize money will be given to the winner. $50 million. Enough of the white man's money to buy this wasteland. Our land since our ancestors' times. Excuse me. We've had complaints, Mr. Steele. The special toilets built on the beach are overflowing with waste. There's a horrible smell and maggots are swarming. A kid even fell into the waste. We don't have enough tents. We've had a fire from those tents. And a lion and a Komodo dragon have escaped the cages. We don't have enough drinking water. The Orientals are killing, cooking, and eating the dogs. The French are laying on the beach with the dicks and teats hanging out, and a fight might break out because of it. What's a Komodo dragon doing on the beach anyway? Understand this. You take care of the trouble. That's your job. That's what I'm paying you for. You're supposed to take care of this. Don't bother me again. But, Mr. Steele, there are too many unpredictable events occurring right now. We predicted there would be 500 participants in this contest, and there are 2 days before the race starts. About 2,000 people from all across America are gathering on this beach. More will come. The number of horses will be threefold, and many more spectators and related guests will come. We should celebrate this, but there is a chance we might be over before it begins. Damn. All right, you can add another $1 million. Do something about it. Go over the budget and increase our capacity fourfold. And tell those foreigners, if you have to eat dogs or show off your genitals, tell us why. And if they don't quit it, kick them out. It may be because of their culture or religion, but so what? As long as they're on this beach, they're under my rule. We should move to another room. Mr. Steele, the Steel Ball Run conference is about to start. Right. It will start. I'll be there soon. A lot out there. What am I gonna do? I'm so scared what's gonna happen if this goes bad, if this whole race falls apart. It's all right, Stephen. You've been a promoter for 40 years. Believe in yourself and do your best, my dear. Okay, I'll do my best. There. Mr. Stephen Steele, about the Steel Ball Run race that begins in 2 days. We have repeatedly explained this before, but please explain it to the news readers around the world. We will then move on to the Q&A. The Steel Ball Run race will start on September 25th, 1890 at 10 a.m. on the Pacific San Diego beach. The goal will be New York, making it mankind's first North American country horseback race. The distance is roughly 6,000 kilometers. Following this route, the champion will receive $50 million, which will be deposited into the individual's East and West bank accounts. For second place, $1 million. Third place gets $500,000. Fourth gets $250,000. Fifth gets $120,000. Continuing through 10th place. Special prizes present like the checkpoint award. Read the rule book for more details. As long as the participant is age 16 or older, nationality, race, sex, and pro or amateur status will not be questioned. There was a necessary participation fee, which is $1,200 per person. Let's move on to the questions. Tell us the sponsors of this contest. First of all, your news company, East and West Tribune, has exclusive coverage of this race. Others include the respective publishing companies, hotel groups including the San Diego Beach Hotel, B&C Meat Packaging Corporation, Winchester Firearm Production, Horizontal Continental Railroad Corporation, Speedwagon Oil Corporation. Many other corporations across America are interested in this race. Baron Rockachugo of German royalty has announced participation in a machine called an automobile. Yes, I approved of that. The race's identity is the pioneering spirit. When the railroads were first opened in North America continent, people said this: the age of the horse is over. This race accepts that challenge. Come with any kind of machine. But this race is a first in history. Nobody can predict anything that could happen. With one machine or with one horse. No one has ever raced without rest against competition for 70 kilometers to 100 kilometers per day for a total distance of 6,000 kilometers. Is a horse's running speed distance of 70 kilometers to 100 kilometers per day a limit? Then it would take roughly 60 to 80 days to reach the goal. Like I said before, we can't predict that. But there was a record of quarter horses running a distance of 3,164 kilometers between Missouri and California in 12 days. But that was a relay that used 400 horses instead of women. And there was a record in 1851 during the Crimean War when an Arabian horse ran 150 kilometers in a day. But the rider died of exhaustion. In this race, the exchange of horses is prohibited and results in disqualification. Also, the race goes partially through uncharted territory. That means going through wastelands without roads. But still, 60 to 80 days is the estimated completion time. Any other questions? There are some complaints about the $1,200 entry fee being a money-making racket. $1,200 is the same as regular workers' monthly salary. I don't believe so. If the participants retire during the race, how would they get back home? The travel expenses, medical expenses, hotel fees, and food, we will all cover that. This race is a sport. Will you be allowing the possession of weapons? Like the Second Amendment says about the right to bear arms, we cannot take that away with our rules. One might have to spend the night in an undeveloped territory where there will be poisonous snakes and wild animals. As long as it's not considered criminal behavior, we won't say anything about that. The answer is yes. Security during the race should be provided by oneself. Tell us some of the champion candidates for the race. The Cowboy of Wyoming, Mountain Tim. He annually travels 4,000 kilometers through the pastures with 3,000 cattle. It's quite the looker, too. From the Arab country of Egypt, Abdul is practicing with a camel. He crosses the Sahara Desert 3 times annually. From the Far East, the equestrian master Datan. He is the descendant of Genghis Khan of the Mongol nomads that conquered Eurasia. And despite having origins from the low social rankings of England, he was raised by royalty and became a genius for the horse world. Diego Brando, commonly known as Dio, was genius on the track working long distance. The distance is tremendous before the finish line. If no one reaches the finish line in New York, then the race is a failure. The sponsors will be furious, and there will be a total loss of trust in the contest itself. How will you take responsibility for that? I might be eliminated. That was a joke. Failure is, listen closely, failure is forgetting the pioneer spirit and staying far away from challenging hardsters. There is no such thing as failure in this race. There are only adventures. This steel ball run race will be an event the likes of which the world has never experienced before. One more question. Is the person behind your wife? I've heard she's 14. That has nothing to do with this race. Interview over. When the $1,200 entry fee is paid, there will be no refunds due to personal reasons. The start of the race in 2 days will be held rain or shine, or regardless of accidents. Please sign here to acknowledge the rules. Here you go. We'll record the rider's fingerprints and horse prints on the starting day. One record exchange of riders or horses is strictly prohibited. This is your player identification card, number B636. Also included is the race commemoration badge. No. Hey, never seen things before like these before. What do you use it for? What the? Legs, my legs. What the hell? I was just making small talk. I was just curious. Why do you have these round things in your gun belt? Is that so? Well, I can't tell you. My legs. I'm not being held down or anything. If there's nothing wrong with the participation fee on the counter, I'll believe you. Count it up, clerk. There's only $1,180. $20 short. Are there any discounts? Of course not. This isn't a general store. I see. But didn't I just pay it to put it on the countertop? I did put it just there. I haven't issued a receipt, so what's short is short. Are you sure you won't give a discount? So it was you, after all. Give me the coins you swiped from me. If I'm $20 short, I wouldn't be able to enter the race, would I? I would be able to enter and win the race, would I? That's the end of chapter 2. This is fun. Gyro's voice, I don't know what it is yet. It's pretty much explaining here that there's an ad, because I'm using the Steel Ball Run manga website. Pretty much how it works is we're using kilometers because this is for Japanese readers, so it just makes things easy. What are you doing here, Pocoloco? I'm counting. Counting the clouds in the sky. Chapter 2, Gyro Zappelli. I wanted to do this before. I wanted to see how many clouds I could count in one day. I'm asking you, why are you lying on your ass all day and not working? You know a thing called, what was it? Tenchu Satsu, old man? I'll say it again. Tenchu Satsu. I went down to the city 3 days ago. I lost my gambling, so I asked my gypsy landlady to tell my fortune. I should have done that before I lost. The lowest point in your life is called Tenchu Satsu. But listen, I'm the opposite. The opposite of the worst. Starting next month, I'm gonna be the happiest point in my life for 2 months. So whatever I do, it's all good for those 2 months. You mean that dirty old hag who sits in the streets only during the summer? Yeah, so I'm planning to enjoy that. And I'll tell you something, Lucky. You see that forest? The landlord gave us a new job to plow a field over there. No way, man. That's swamp land. From now on, I'm going to live the easy life while you do it. People like me and your dead father were freed from slavery 25 years ago. But life hasn't changed one bit. We will never live the easy life. The landlord said to do it in 1 month. Thought you could handle the job. Hey, I think you should loosen the harness on the horse 1 notch. That mare is pregnant about 4 to 5 months. Oh, I lost count of the clouds. I'll just start over. Which one was the 48th? I haven't even talked it over with the landlord raising our plow and pay for that $1,200 too. Oh man, that paid for the new field. How much you say it was? Come on, I'm calling the sheriff right now. That man did steal you $20. I could deal with it later. You counted up the money. Give me the receipt. And don't address it to sir either. Put today's date on it too. In which tent will I be in until the start of the race in 2 days? It's not over, man. Turn around. You think you're big? You're big, so you're so big. Over $20. Is that your weapon? That dirty round thing by your side? Your weapon? Well, go ahead and do it. Just kill me with that thing. Hey, shut up. Just shut up and wait for the sheriff. You're dead. He got my gun. What? If I felt like it, you'd be dead now. You're perceptive. But such an easy kill. You didn't catch me right when I took the cat from you. I'm listening to me. You listen to me, bastard. Faster than you. I won't settle it like this. You humiliate me. I'm going to stalk you down and I'm going to enter the race. I'm going to stalk you and block your whole way through. Stop it. Just shut up, you thief. I'm seriously thinking about annoying you from the bottom of my soul, Kiki. If you're done talking, give him the gun back. I'm not gonna charge him. I'll forget about it. Let it go and give him the gun back. Pick it up. But if you do, that'll be the sign. You're really gonna bother me. What is it? What's all that noise? Damn it, this is real bad. Let me through. Where's the sheriff? Get him over here, quick. Hey, you guys, what is it? I can't see in front of me. Move it. Damn it, I can't see, jerks. Let him through. Over there, sheriff. No fights are allowed on this beach. Yeah, serious about this? It's just a joke. Hey, getting scared by your face. Everything I said was just a joke. I'm just a pickpocket. Good luck with the race, I mean. You two, what are you doing over here? No! I'm not a nice guy. Let go of that gun and see a doctor before lunch. You bastard! Sheriff, we should... No, there's no problem. It was just a duel. No laws were broken, let him go. The deal was fair on both sides. You saw that? What did he do? He threw that steel ball in his belt at that gunman's arm. Then it accidentally bounced back. No. Move, I told you guys, let me through. I'll buy you. That's wrong. That's not what happened. The steel ball was spinning at a high speed. It was spinning when it hit the guy's arm. Hey, you! What's with that steel ball? Let me see it one more time. Hey, don't touch it. It's still spinning. This story is the tale of me starting to walk. Not in the physical sense, but in an adolescence to adulthood sort of way. My name is Johnny Joestar, and after meeting that man, Gyro, it was full of mysteries from beginning to end. And that is chapter. That is the next chapter. Done. Getting gunshot noises because there's a lot of gunshots. Steel Ball Run, chapter number 3. Hold on. I'm gonna get gun noises for the next episode. I'm gonna make a playlist. When I look back, for what reason did I come to this beach? Did I simply want to see the beginning of the race like the other spectators? Or was it for the nostalgia of the horses that were with me since I was young? I was drawn to the beach by something. People are drawn to beauty. It's better when it's shiny and new. And if it's running, that's the most beautiful thing in the world. My name is Johnny. Joe Kid Joestar. I was 5 when I first rode a horse. From the saddle, I saw the muscles move, and I thought the sound of the hooves kicking the ground was beautiful. I believed I knew what that horse was thinking and feeling from the way it ran. My father, he saw me doing this and thought, my son is a horse-riding genius. And I believed that, too. When on horseback, I got everything I wanted. Everyone flattered me from below and brought me riches. They called me JoJo or Joe Kid. Politicians and royalty from around the world came. The time I won the Kentucky Derby when I was 16 was the greatest. One time I went to a millionaire's home. The guy's daughter and her friends started taking off her clothes without me saying a thing. My parents are going to be home tonight, is what they said. What would you do? It was the best. Everyone called me a rookie, and when I felt like it, I could race my horse faster than everyone else. To win on horseback was a symbol of victory and power in the history of mankind. Ugh. Hey, the line's wrapped around the corner and stretches to the road over there. Why are there so many people? We can't wait to get it. Not today. Let's just come back some other time. What? But I want to see it. I want to see it now. It's a popular play. There's a cute actress named Dorothy Parker in it. It's gonna be an era where beautiful actresses become works of art. Is it worth standing in line? Why do we have to stand in line? You're Johnny Joestar. You're famous, right? Is that spot open? Let's say it's open. You think so? Maybe it is open. The front of the line is, it starts right here, you know. I see. I've been standing in line since last night. Oh, I see. Good for you. I'll take care. The back of the line, it's over there. I was standing in line through the night. Shut up! That's enough. Now you listen. I bought this spot. You want to ask someone? Ask the guys at the theater. Yeah. Hey, you. I did buy this spot, didn't I? This guy looks like he wants to start something. Can you throw him out? Hey, how long until it starts? It's about to open. What? You're a persistent bugger, aren't you? No. What's that? What the hell did you do? Nurse, why aren't you answering? It stinks in here. It reeks. It's me. Damn it, can't you hear me? I said it reeks in here. I'm soiling myself. Hey, I'm calling you, nurse. Do your job. Take care of this immediately. What the? Something stuck to my leg. What is that? Huh? Shut the hell up, Mr. Genius Jockey. I'm gonna wake up the other parents. I'm just taking a little bit of blood from your foot. Donating blood is a good part-time job. You don't mind, do you? Besides, you can't feel anything below the waist. You gonna tell someone? Who? Your father hasn't visited since you checked in? What about your politician or royal friends? If you injured yourself during a race, maybe, but a former genius jockey who became paralyzed from the waist down because he was messing around with some girl, nobody wants to see your face anymore. Nobody feels sorry for you. Even visiting this place is a burden. Your woman's probably being friendly with some other guy right now. What? Just now? What just happened? No. But just now, but they won't move. They can't. Did they really move? My legs is steel ball. That's man. Wait, I need to know. What did you just do to me? 2 years had passed since that day. If that accident hadn't happened before, I didn't even want to see that play. Move it! You're in the way, damn it! Let me through, you slow pokes. What the hell did you just say? Shut up! Wait, I need to know. Tell me. I need to know what just happened to me. My legs had never moved a millimeter. The public told me to give up, and their words are in their silence. Who is this man? Why is he on the beach? Do you know the leading causes of death? The first is a sickness carried by mosquitoes. The second, getting kicked by a horse and dying. Do you plan on changing the ranking? Don't get foolish expectations. I don't know your situation, but you standing up from your chair was a coincidence. It was just a bodily reflex and nothing more. Reflex my ass. That was the cause after all. That steel ball, it was spinning. Do you think I could do it again? Just one more time. I'll pay you. Just show me one more time. I'm done talking. Hey, kid. Then I'll touch it again myself. My fingers. Why am I grabbing the rafter? Before I knock you and make you feel bad, I'll compliment you. You do have very strong muscles. At least your upper half does. And I'll say this clearly. This spinning ball is definitely my weapon. But it won't make people like you walk again. How could I believe that after all that happened? I'll find out. I'll figure out the truth of that spin. Can't even get on a horse. Steel ball run is about to begin. I won't stay on this beach since I'll be crossing the continent. Summer of 1890. The only thing I could say. There was a beauty that existed on that beach. A beauty within the darkness. I was drawn to something on this beach. Will there be a light called hope here? I'll get on alright. Damn it. I'll get on a horse again and I will race. The next chapter. Chapter 4. I'll have sound effects next time. I just don't have any, and I don't have an editing software. It's pretty sad. Wait for the ad to pass. Chapter 4. September 25th, 1890. 3 hours to start. Early morning. Looks like there are more than 3,500. 3,500 what? The number of participants. More than 3,500 people. 7 or 8 more times than the expected amount. You think all those people will have a fair start? Start at least. That's why they picked the beach, but I predicted more than half the people will drop out in the first week. No, maybe more than 2/3. This race isn't a sport. It's just survival. Dun 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 dun. I can use my knife and... When they pass the Rocky Mountains, there will be less than 1/10 left. Maybe 200-300 will be left. Think the winning candidates, think they could reach New York? The chances are pretty high. So they're riding with their own abilities and horses that were, bred for stamina. Hey, look, it's him. The guy who was a famous jockey. He's still going at it after getting off that wheelchair all day, yesterday, and all through the night. He's planning to enter the race in that condition. I feel sorry for him. The horse he's grabbing onto, it's... Hey! Somebody stop him. I don't know if he's dreaming of his former glory, but he'll get hurt. You didn't know? He'll get hurt. He was already here last night. Look at his feet. A piece of wood went into his leg. He doesn't feel it. Never felt pain to begin with. If you try to stop him from getting on that horse, he threatens to set himself on fire and commit suicide. He's just insane. And to top it off, he was sold a dobbin from a horse seller. It's an old, untamable horse with a twisted personality. Even if he could get on that horse again, I'm not sure he could get it to go easy. But then again, let him do what he wants. Impossible glory. Everyone who came here is like that. Ugh. Hey, he'll be trampled to death. I can't watch this anymore. We need to stop him. Hey, don't you think so too? Are you asking for my opinion? I was just looking since he was in my sight. But if I were to say something about it, he'll never write it. Not like that. But on the other hand, if he could write it, he'd go beyond human. Sorry to disturb you. I'd like to ask where you sign up for the race. Oh, nope, wrong character. Sorry to disturb you. I'd like to ask where you sign up for the race. Thanks. It's my pleasure. Hey, don't get me wrong, you need an entry fee. But it's not $12 or $120 of white man's money. It's $1,200. Can a guy like you pay for it? Move along, Indian. Sandman then. You'll need it, right? It's a keepsake for Mom and Dad. Take it. This is... It's covered in sand, but never a real... Where did you find this? There are more... Are there more, Indian? I got sand in my eye. Keep the change. You sand pig. Give me a participation permit. This is your permanent number. You know the starting time, and we'll take your horse's nose sprint before the start. I won't need that. I will cross the continent with my feet alone. Morning, 9:30 a.m. 30 minutes to start. Attention all participants. Each of your numbers is also your starting grid number. For fairness, please be at your corresponding starting grid by 2 minutes to 10 a.m. During this 2 minutes between 9:58 and 10 a.m., any participants who did not line up or left their grid will be judged as a false start and will be penalized, so please be careful. And now after the race mascot mini horse march and the band performance, there will be an opening ceremonial speech by the back director and sponsor of the Steel Ball Run race. Myself, Mr. Stephen Steele. This ice came from a place called the South Pole, which has no nation. According to the scientists, it froze 300 million years ago. We opened a hole in this and placed a championship inside. This will be sacred ice of the Steel Ball Run race, and our bending designs will melt this ice. This will be transported to New York via railroad and has been calculated to melt when you reach the finish line. The symbol of faith and fighting and moving forward. Well, I think those comments. Don't you think so? I broke the ice. I can't believe he said it. San Diego, New York. San Diego, New York. San Diego, New York. The winning candidates are now entering. There's the cowboy, Mountain Tam. For the British race world, the aristocrat, Diego Brando, as you can see. The chef, the Saharan nomad, Erm Dabdo is entering on camelback. And there's Dot Han from Mongolia. It's down to the final 5 minutes to start time. Only 3 minutes left to enter the starting grid. Please line up at the grid with your number. Hey, look, it's him. Really lost it after all. Pathetic. Damn it. The truth about your steel ball. I won't give up. We'll figure it out. It's in the spin. Even if I can't catch up to you, even after the race ends, I will someday. Choosing that horse was correct. Old horses have experience in this kind of race. They don't charge into dangerous territory on impulse and sprain their legs, unlike the young ones who are all about power. If I'm interested in you, I'll give you a hint. You've already found the answer. If you have the will to get on the horse, why don't you? No! It's now 2 minutes to starting time. 3,652 participants total. Each horse is entering the grid. We can't see the end of the line. All are lined along the beach. What an overwhelming scene. It's like a whole city. This mass will move along the horizon and beyond the westerlies. The event of the century is just now about to start. Again. Lick my horse. Lick. That's the wrong voice. Again. Lick my face. My horse. The spin. I hope it's all in the spin. I want to know more about the steel ball. The steel ball run race begins now. And we are at chapter 5, the last chapter of today's video. Pretty wacky. Ladies and gentlemen, from your respective fields, if you would please, if you like to follow the race, by riding with the journalists and the judges in that train over there. We have provided services such as tea, wine, and dining in the coaches. Oh, and here are some binoculars. Please feel free to use them. The fireworks are up. That's the starting signal. 10 a.m. September 25th, 1890. The Trans-North American Race Steel Ball Run has begun. Chapter 5. First stage, 1,500 meters. Over 3,600 horses, and there is no mass confusion among the participants. The starting grid stretches over 4 kilometers, solely as if the waves of the Pacific Ocean crawled onto the land, all running at once. Fellow journalists, I will now describe the development of the race and the routes. Between the 6,000 kilometer from San Diego to New York and the Atlantic Ocean, there are checkpoints set in 9 places, including New York as shown on the map. These checkpoints are to identify the race ranking, running time, and to check for illegal activities such as changing horses. And each race up to the respective checkpoints will be called a stage, 9 stages in total. The first stage has just started. It is a sprint race that will end at the Catholic Church, 1,500 meters ahead. 15,000 meters ahead, not 1,500, my apologies. We will also decide the champion of each stage and present a prize money bonus. To the stage champion, $10,000 and a 1-hour time bonus. A time bonus? That means correct. It will be very useful in the last half of the race. That means, for instance, that if you have a bonus and pass the goal in New York in second place, but you are less than 1 hour behind first place, then you will be the winner. In other words, your total time is decreased by an hour. But this time bonus, everyone will be drooling over it. But this race goes for over 2 months with only 1 horse. Going hard on the horse right from the start and changing it into the harsh front line would be something to think over. You could easily break a horse right away. Oh, while we listening to the commentary, 1 horse jumped out ahead of the group of 3,600. Who is it? We're checking his saddle cloth. He's fast. He's speeding up at an incredible, unbelievable speed. It's incredible, just incredible. The first stage is quickly turned into something unexpected. He's not slowing down. What number on the saddle sloth? The number is B636, identified as B636, Zappelli, recorded as Gyro Zappelli. Incredible racing number B636, Gyro Zappelli has left the group. Racing solo is trying to make a clean getaway for the full 1,500 meters. He's still speeding up. Tell me, who is he? I don't know, there's no record. Could be a cowboy or a miner. He's planning their charge here. Gyro Zappelli. The horse he's riding on here is a stock horse. I've heard they have Australian roots and amazing stamina. Is he relying on that stamina here? But it's 1,500 meters. He'll definitely tire out in the later half. And just race tomorrow, too. Going for it after 1,300 would be reasonable. For racing speed like that, is he really thinking about crossing the continent like that? No. He said he'll win the race to cross the continent and become the champion. It leaned. The other horses are becoming agitated because he jumped out of the group. Oh no, a collision has occurred. They're running into each other. It's finally looking like a proper race now. Still, body charging is not against the rules. Cowboys control herds of cattle by dodging their charges. Dodging charges is a must. And now there's a challenge against Gyro Zappelli. Another one has jumped out of the group. He's chasing and closing. It's Diego Brando, the prince of the British horse racing world, plans to challenge. As if he's saying short-range racing is my territory. No, wait, there's already someone coming up close behind him. Zappelli is in his range. He's already closing it. The large mass is the champion candidate earned out on a camelback. Huh. He charged. The camel's run. It looks like it's in slow motion, but its legs are twice the length of a horse's. and it's stride. It can accelerate enough to compete with the speed of a horse, and his weight surpasses 800 kilograms. That's 1.5 times heavier than a horse. He's planning to go for the goal by crushing anyone that's near him. Another hit. Gyro is losing speed, and Diego Brando is taking advantage of this slack and goes forward and forward. Let me just... He's going into the grove. No, he'll get caught between the trees. Gyro's leaning. If anyone is getting the time bonus, it's me, Abdul. I'm sorry to say. The final blow. The deadly camels won. The deadly desert nomad Dabble. He's closing in again. He can't hold off anymore. He'll be struck down. Gyro's a pelly. No, he lunged. It's cacti. Abdul lunged to a cluster of cacti. Did he not see it because they were blocked by the grove? The camel charged into the cacti. He collapsed at the fall. He's fallen. Abdul is down and Gyro is safe. He is unhurt. Gyro has charged into the cacti. What? Wait. What the? He's eliminated. What a start. The first stage, they haven't even run for 1,000 meters, and what a flurry of events. Abdul, he's not moving. He's been eliminated. A champion candidate that has already been eliminated from the race. What just happened? What just happened? Steel ball. Was it because of the steel ball again? The spinning steel, the cacti's image showed in the dust of the rocks. The vibrations caused by the spin. Was he using shockwaves to find the position of the cactus without being able to see it? No way. He used the waves of the rotation to search behind the rock like how you knock on a watermelon to observe the insides. He lured Abdul into that cacti patch. Whatever I get, I'll take. Except for diseases. But especially a time bonus. Yo! And that is the end of, I think, Volume 1. Which means it's also the end of Episode 1. There's no sound effects, so it's just super awkward. I'll work on it. I'll find sound effects. If you have any, Tyler or someone, or have a solution, Tyler, if you somehow watched this far. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys got this far, that's hilarious. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.